हेलो फ्रेंड्स, मैं आपका स्वागत करता हूँ मेरे इस चैनल पे जिसका नाम है मैकेनिक्स गुरु। आज के वीडियो में हम देखेंगे यूनिट 3 के एमसीक्यू जो कि है इक्विलिब्रियम एंड स्पेस फोर्स। तो शुरू में हम समरी देखेंगे। सो फर्स्ट इज इक्विलिब्रियम कंडीशंस that we are using for coplanar concurrent forces. So we are just using two equilibrium condition, f of x equal to 0, f of y equal to 0, and for coplanar non-concurrent forces we are using summation of f of x equal to 0, summation of f of y equal to 0, and also moment equal to 0. Then next definition is of constraint and reaction. So ये जो word है constraint, इट मीन्स कि जिस डायरेक्शन में हमारा ब्लॉक मूव नहीं होगा उस डायरेक्शन में कंस्ट्रेंट है। कंस्ट्रेंट मीन्स इट इज रिस्ट्रिक्टिंग सरफेस टू द मोशन ऑफ बॉडी। सो दैट सरफेस इज कॉल्ड एज कंस्ट्रेंट। सो ये ब्लॉक डाउनवर्ड साइड में नहीं मूव होगा, सो देयर विल बी ऑन रिएक्शन ऑकरिंग एंड दिस सरफेस इज योर कंस्ट्रेंट सरफेस। सो टाइप्स ऑफ सपोर्ट्स एंड रिएक्शंस। सो बेसिकली तीन टाइप के सपोर्ट जो बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है फॉर एमसीक्यू एग्जाम के लिए। फर्स्ट इज रोलर सपोर्ट। सो रोलर सपोर्ट, सो देयर इज वन रिएक्शन फॉर रोलर सपोर्ट, पिन और हिंज। सो फॉर पिन और हिंज देयर आर टू रिएक्शंस। फॉर फिक्स सपोर्ट देयर आर थ्री रिएक्शंस, and for simply support again there is one reaction. So load resisting direction means कि ये जो बॉडी है वो किस डायरेक्शन में मूव नहीं होगी। इफ यू आर प्रोवाइडिंग सपोज फर्स्ट सपोर्ट दैट इज रोलर, so this block will not or this body will not move in downward direction, so there is one occurrence of reaction. So load resisting direction is vertical. So here are two reactions. So load resistance, it is in vertical as well as horizontal direction. Here are three reactions. So you can say vertical, horizontal as well as circular motion. And simply support, so this body is only simply supported on this block, so there is only load resistance in vertical direction. So some beams are there that is asked in MCQ, that is simply supported beam. So beam which is resting simply on the supports. Overhanging beam, overhanging means some portion is extended beyond the support. For example, balcony that is extended beyond the wall, so that is one example. Cantilever means beam is fixed at one end and free at other end. Fixed beam, it is fixed from both the sides. And continuous beam, so continuous beam means it is having more than two supports. Okay, so minimum criteria for continuous beam is 2. So minimum 2 supports should be there. So 2 and more than 2 supports, that beam is your continuous beam. So there are loading conditions on the beam. First is your point load or concentrated load. So these types of loads are point loads which is acting at single point. So unit of load or force, it is Newton or kilonewton. Second is uniform distributed load, in short UDL. It is also called as rectangular loading because the shape form due to the load is rectangle. So unit of this type of load is Newton per meter or kilonewton per meter. Third type of loading is uniform varying or triangular loading because shape taken by load is triangular shape. So unit is Newton per meter or kilonewton per meter. Then there are two types of structure, or every structure is divided into two parts. You can say determinate and indeterminate. So determinate means number of unknowns, whatever number of unknown forces are there for that structure, that should be equal to the number of equilibrium condition, that is equal to 3. So maximum number of unknowns should be 3. In that case you can say structure is determinate, and if it is not equal to 3, then you can say it is indeterminate structure. Okay, so probably number of unknowns are more than 3, then you can say it is indeterminate structure. Now we will see about space force. So it is vector representation of space force in terms of ijk. So f of xi plus f of yj plus f of zk. So f of x, f of y, f of z are x, y, z component of force F. To find the magnitude of this F bar, so we are finding like this way: under root of f of x square plus f of y square plus f of z square, and direction it is cos theta x as a f of x upon f, cos theta y f of y upon f, and cos theta z f of z upon f. So from these things we are obtaining this equation cos square theta x plus cos square theta y plus cos square theta z, which is equal to 1. So there are two conditions in space force. If force is passing through only one point, that is single point, so F bar can be represented as F cos theta xi plus F cos theta yj, F cos theta zk. If force is passing through 2 points, that is suppose point A and point B, so this F bar can be presented by this way. So F bar is equal to F into x2 minus x1i plus y2 minus y1j plus z2 minus z1k divided by under root of square of all these terms, x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square plus z2 minus z1 bracket square. Now we will start with our actual problems. So first is the free body diagram of coplanar and concurrent forces shown. So FBD, so that shows internal and external forces, self weight and reaction due to the support, forces in cables and links, and the last one is internal forces, external forces, forces in cables and links, self weight and reaction due to the support. Now see, all the options are correct, but most correct is last one, which covers all the options. So last one is our answer. Next, the particle acted by two forces will be in equilibrium if two forces have equal magnitude and are having. So if any body is subjected to two forces, so for equilibrium of this body, that two forces should be having same magnitude, opposite in direction, and should be collinear. So our second option is correct, that is opposite direction, but it should be collinear. Next, so problem on beam that is given. So beam AB of span 1 meter, hinge at A and simply supported at B, is loaded with uniform varying load of 10 Newton per meter, intensity at end A and 20 Newton per meter at end B. The reaction at end A are. So just we will see the diagram of this problematic statement. So this is our beam AB. So on this beam AB, this uniform varying load, so this is your trapezoidal shape. So 10 kilonewton per meter, that is load at one end, and 20 kilonewton per meter, that is load at another end. So end A is hinge, so there are two reactions, AX and AY, and B is simply support, so there is only one reaction. So अभी हम फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम ड्रॉ करेंगे, तो उसके लिए ये जो शेप दिया है वो पूरा कन्वर्ट करना होगा पॉइंट लोड में. सो वी हैव डिवाइडेड दिस ट्रेपेजॉइडल शेप इनटू टू पार्ट, वन इज ट्रायंगल एंड सेकंड इज रेक्टेंगल. सो कन्वर्जन ऑफ लोडिंग, सो रेक्टेंगल लोड कैसे कन्वर्ट करते हैं, उसका सिंपली एरिया लेने का है B इंटू डी. सो बेस इज 1, डेप्थ ऑफ दिस रेक्टेंगल इज 10, so 10 kilonewton. So this load will act at CG. So rectangle CG is always at the half of the distance, that is B by 2. So 0.5 meter from both the sides A and B. Then point load of triangle. So area of triangle 1/2 base into height. So base is 1 and height. So this 10 kilonewton per meter, this height is already measured in this rectangle. So remaining height is only 10, that is 20 minus 10. So 5 kilonewton acting at the CG. So CG of right angle triangle is B by 3. So that is 1 by 3. So 0.33 from point B. So now we will see free body diagram. So this is free body diagram. And now just apply equilibrium condition. So applying f of x equal to 0, you will get ax is equal to 0, f of y equal to 0. So vertical direction, so ay and this rb in vertical direction, and this 10 and this 5 in downward direction. Then taking the moment at point B. So first is 5 kilonewton force, so minus 5 into 0.3, then minus 10 into 0.5, and which is equal to ay into 1. So we will get value of ay as a 6.65. okay. So after placing all these values in this equation, that is reaction Ra, which is equal to under root of summation of ax square plus summation of ay square. So ax is 0, ay is 6.65. So reaction at A will be 6.65. So that will be our answer. Continuous beam has more than dash dash number of support. So it has more than 2 supports. Okay, that is minimum number of supports required. When 2 or more beams are joined together by means of internal hinge or internal roller, the combination is called as. So when 2 beams, if beams are more than 1, means it is case of compound beams. So more than 2 beams, they are joined by internal hinge or internal roller, then it is case of your compound beam. So our second option is correct. The restriction to the motion of body in particular direction is called as. So it is your constraint, because it is a resisting surface, that surface is called as constraint. So in which direction that body will not move. What is unit of concentrated loading and uniform distributed loading condition? So first they have asked the unit of concentrated load. So just we will check first option, Newton per meter, kilonewton, Newton or kilonewton per meter. So we have two options, kilonewton and Newton for concentrated load, and second they have asked uniformly distributed load. So here is our correct option, that is kilonewton per meter. So option B is correct. Force in space is defined as, so force traveling through space, non-coplanar force, force acting along diagonal of empty cube, and all the above. So all the above is correct option. So all these are the definitions of space force. Then select the correct equation for the resultant force of forces. So force vector is given. First is Fa, which is equal to 2i plus 3j, Fb is equal to 9j minus 1k, and Fc is equal to 1i minus 2j plus 3k. So to finding the resultant, so we have to find the resultant force vector, that is in terms of f of xi plus f of yj plus f of zk. So just we have written the given data. So Fa, that is 2i plus 3j, and coefficient of k is 0, so 0k. In second equation, coefficient of I is 0, so 0i, and third equation as it is. Now what we are doing, we are applying equilibrium condition. So just adding summation of f of x, we are adding coefficient of I from each and every equation. So that is 2 plus 1. Then summation of f of y, addition of coefficient of j. So 3 minus 9 minus 2, that is 8. and addition of coefficient of k, that is your summation of f of z. So minus 1 plus 3, that is 2, and represent this all values in force vector. So we will get 3i minus 8j plus 2k. So our first option, that is your correct answer. Next, that is for a force in space defined by negative x-axis, negative y-axis and negative z-axis, acting at origin and makes angle theta x 30 degree, theta y 45 and theta z 60. The force vector F is. Now see, all axes are negative, which is passing from the origin. So 3 angles are given. So this is case of force passing through single point. So just use that formula. So F bar, which is equal to F cos theta xi plus F cos theta yj, F cos theta zk. So after putting all these values, you will get, so cos theta x, that is cos 30i minus cos 45j minus cos 60k. Okay. So negative sign we have given because x, y, z axis are negative. So you will get cos 30, that is minus 0.86i, minus 0.707j and minus 0.5k. So our last one option is correct. A force of 900 Newton acts from point A, coordinate of point A is given, and up to point B. So coordinate of point B is also given. The x component of force, that is f of x, they have asked. So this is case of force passing through 2 points, that is point A to point B. So just we are saying A as a x1, y1, z1 and B coordinate as a x2, y2, z2, and force F, that is 900 Newton, that is given. So just use the formula when force is passing through 2 points. So इस formula में क्या करना है, सिर्फ values put up करना है, x2 minus x1. So x2, that is x component of B, that is 0.5 minus x1, that is minus 1.5. Then y2 minus y1, that is 1.5 minus 2, and z2 minus z1, so 2 minus 0. So after placing the values, so we will get, so value of F is 900, and after calculation we will get minus 1i minus 0.5j plus 2k and under root and square of all these terms or coefficient of I, j, k. So after solving this, you will get F bar as a 392.79i minus 196.50j plus 786.02k. So they have just asked the x component. So coefficient of I, that is 392.79, that is your f of x. So that is your answer. Okay. So hopefully other answers are also given if they are asking y component or z component. So accordingly you can select. Next, when a force F is defined by its rectangular component f of x, f of y, f of z, the direction cosines of the force F are. So already we have seen this direction cosines. So f of x, f of y, f of z, these are the components, and F is the main force. So we are applying this like this way: cos theta x is equal to f of x upon f, cos theta y is equal to f of y upon f, and cos theta z is equal to f of z upon f. So that will be our correct option. So hope so this video will be helpful for you. So this was all about MCQ based on this unit. So just like and comment and subscribe this channel, and please click on notification bell to get the notification of new videos. Thank you.